boy. How deep is that, man? Damn, man. I just want to... Look how deep that is, dude. So how does it go? Just come through?
No.
Oh, it's coming this way? Under the driveway? What the heck? You got a woman out here digging a hole? You work all day with these guys? You work all day out here digging? Oh my God, man. Hey. Hey, let me get this out of the way. Man, that's awesome, man. Good job. Damn, dude, that's freaking crazy. I mean, she might be 100 freaking pounds, man. And she's out there digging holes with them guys all day long, dude. Okay, y'all, good morning, good morning. It's Tuesday morning, and I'm trying to truck up. So I guess one of my neighbors over here, well, they've had a cable laying in the roadway for a while, and they finally got folks out here working on it and digging the cable. Yeah, they got a woman out here digging holes, y'all, physically, man. No lie. I mean, these guys are working hard, and girls. I can't say, yeah. So I have there's a new site. I don't guess it's new, but I've been using it a little bit, and I've gotten a little bit of work out of it. I have a it's called Nextdoor, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of it. I have been putting ads on there the last 10 days or so, 15 days, and I'm getting a pretty good bit of calls from it now. But I haven't figured out how to maneuver my way around it. I'm gonna have to put the app on my phone or whatever so I can get the notifications, because I'm missing notifications. So last night I got a notification and I went on the app. So I got a lot of stuff going on. I know I don't have a lot of work going on, but I got work going on. There's always something to do. Get ready for what. But I got a call from a lady, and I'm going to call her right here while y'all on the phone, and we'll see if we can get this job. It's a brush cutting job with a Bobcat brush cutting job. It's woods clearing, and yeah, I don't know, anything about it. I would have to see it, but I'm going to call her, and I just got the message this morning.
Hey Ray, how are you doing?
I'm good. I was just returning your request for maybe a quote or whatever.
Yes, sir.
So where are you at? You on Reach Road?
I am not on Reach Road. I'm on Christopher Road.
Okay, yeah, the back road behind there. Yeah, I live in Sonora, so. Okay, y'all. So that phone call ended up being a long phone call, and I wasn't going to bore you guys with all the details. But while I was on the phone with her, I got another call. So I've been getting messages all morning about work. We got another customer, well, another potential customer in my neighborhood right over there where I cut that pine tree at 2 weeks ago, and she's wanting some work done. And I know I'll get that because my expenses are very low in that, and I got everything. And she's wanting to do it now. She's like, I really want to, get this done. So that's going to be, yeah. And then I got another lady that is, about 6 miles from here, and it's still in my city. that wants me to do some brush cutting and stuff, and a lot of other stuff too. So yeah, so being out here in the mix, and you just never know what can fall your way. One thing about being in an entrepreneur like me is, well, you end up getting work, and it can be no work, nothing that you see really coming down the pipe, and then all of a sudden one phone call could change everything. And that is that I really like that part of being in business for yourself. Now, of course, you gotta be able to talk to people and relate to people and things like that, and I tend to do a pretty good job of that. I wasn't always so good at that. I haven't consciously changed anything, other than the fact that I probably listen more now than what I used to, because used to I'd be so giddy about getting to work that I would overwhelm the conversation. So what I've learned to do is kind of just take a chill pill and just kick back and just listen to what they're saying, and think about what I'm going to say before I say it. So this is right here, this is two jobs right here that I have gotten this morning. Well, I haven't gotten them, but I know I will. Both of them were recommended to me through a third party where I did some work. The lady over there I took that tree down for a couple weeks ago, me and Zach did, for the 1200. She recommended me to her neighbor, and that's the lady that just called me. And then the other lady that wants the brush cutting done, she's over there, lives over there close to the bamboo site. So I know that my buddy over there, or his wife, they have already probably mentioned to her through this app, Nextdoor, that I do a lot of work for them, and that I'm pretty friendly with the money and all that, and I'm pretty familiar with everything. So yeah, the more experience you got out here, the better, and the more know-how that you have. Not just know-how, but you got to be able to relate and exude know-how over the phone. So I'm gonna go in the house now, and I'm gonna look up both these addresses right here on the Google Earth, and look at the tax site and make sure I'm dealing with who I need to be dealing with. I'm not dealing with just to make sure. And I do that on anything that requires me to do the work before I get paid. Now, I know a lot of people can come in, well, man, you need to get half the money up front and all that. I never have gotten half the money up front on any job that I've ever done, because I don't normally deal with people I don't know. So these two particular customers, I'm not really worried about them. It's when you start venturing outside of people that you've done work for, and they recommend you to somebody else, and when that somebody else calls you, and you say, oh yeah, Judy Fu, I did work for her, yeah, well, Judy Fu gave me your number, told me to call you. And so, because I know Judy Fu ain't gonna be dealing with no loser that's gonna try to rip me off. So that's kind of where I'm coming from. But I'm psyched, man, that I got these two jobs to go look at, and again, you slow roll a little bit, just take it easy, don't do anything that'll cost you a bunch of money when you're not working. See, a lot of times people get into stuff that's costing them a lot of money. See, when I'm not working, yesterday I didn't work, and I went down there and did that video down there in Griffin. That didn't cost me a lot, I mean, fuel. And I passed out a bunch of cards. I ain't got no calls from down there yet, but I don't really expect to get any calls from down there yet. It'll probably be a couple weeks if I get any from down there, because the power company's still down there restoring power. So we gotta stay out of the power company's way. What else I got? Yeah. So other than that, I'm fixing to go back in here and check everything and see if I got any more potential work, because it seems like once I went on this Nextdoor site and put work up, that I've gotten calls. So you never know, man. We want to try to get as much of this work in as we can before the season starts. So yeah. All right, y'all, I'll kick it. Okay, y'all, so I'm back over here. We'll figure out what to do with all the pine straw and stuff in there. There's not a whole lot I can do with the Bobcat. I don't have the power wreck or nothing, and he was good with it just like that, because this is kind of a wooded area right here. But y'all see how much trouble it would have been to unroll the fence. That's a lot of trouble. That's a lot of work right there. There's no way I'd have done that. This was done by the stump. Well, y'all can see the outline right there. So that damage was done before I ever got over here with the Bobcat. So this is somewhat manageable. You might be able to pull it down, but see, with all the stuff growing in it and everything, you just never know what. So, and Bobby's over there by the truck. I'm not even gonna be using Bobby at first. I'm gonna show y'all why I love the 201T, because this saw right here, I'll be able to cut all the limbs off this thing, and I don't have to move around, and I don't have to heave and hoe with the damn saw. You know, when you're doing this for money, you gotta save all the heaving and hoeing for when you actually have to. And if, you know, a top of the line piece of equipment will save you from that one, then, you know, it's a freaking no-brainer. Right now, I can stand up in here with the 20-inch bar heavy saw and do all that, but see, I can walk up in here with this top handle, and I can hold it just like that, and boom, boom, boom. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So I can cut, I'll go on and cut. Now, ideally, you know, do you want to cut big pieces like that with this saw? Well, not ideally, but it's better than, I'd rather cut 1 or 2 big logs like that with the little saw, well, with the arborist saw, than to tote both saws over here and have to cut the big branches with the big saw, or the little branches with the big saw. See, I can stand up in there, and I got one arm to keep my balance, and I got the other arm on the saw. And yeah, when you're heaving and hoeing a saw, man, it's pretty hard on you balance wise when you're up in this kind of mess. Well, really, I wouldn't get up in that shit. Well, that's how I'm gonna do it, man, because I'm gonna cut all the branches off, and then we're gonna compliment Bobby and bring Bobby over here and reach in there and grab all these branches and get all this crap up, or at least tucked away a little bit. So yeah. Y'all see it, man. So I'm gonna put y'all on time lapse right here, aiming down this way, because I see a good spot I can put a lot of the stuff right up in the woods here. So looks pretty good here, and it ain't perfect, but we'll, you know, this is not, we're not putting grass here or nothing, so we'll get over here and probably end up brush cutting a lot of this stuff too. So I pushed the stuff, a lot of the tree tops back there in that little opening, and what I'll do then is I'll take the bobcat back there with the brush cutter on it and just kind of skim on top of it and kind of mulch some of that up. Now, it's not a forestry mulcher, but you know, it'll do. So yeah, that's a wrap over here for today. I was only over here a couple of hours. I just wanted to get that tree up, the trees up, and get pick the bobcat up. I need to put fuel in it. Gotta few other things I want to do too. I need to get the grapple bucket to the house. I need to put fuel in the Bobcat, and yeah, that looks pretty good. So probably what I end up doing, if I had thought about it today, I would have grabbed that big pile of debris right there and took it back there too, because that's just a big pile from where that looks damn good though right there, dude. I mean 15 minutes, man, 20 minutes with the brush cutter will make a big difference, dude. Yeah, all right, y'all,